be fucking back. Oh, don't tell me it's not freaking streaming. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that to my face. It says I'm streaming. No. What are you doing? It says I'm streaming. It says I'm streaming. It says I am. Unless OBS is telling me lies, as well as YouTube Studio. Oh, it didn't freaking reset to private, did it? Oh, it reset to private. Oh. Please, for the love of Christ. Please say it just works. Seems to be working. That's big. That's big shit right there. We in this. Okay, my hair's completely messed up. We've got an out bit change. Okay. We in this. We in this shit, bro. I'm just diving just tongue first right into the stream and stuff, bro. I'm terrible at it. We're back. We're back. Woo! I am going to change the size of the chat. Transform. We're gonna bring it down a little bit. We want that cropped to 110 pixels. We're gonna scale it down a little bit, bring it up a little bit. I'm gonna bring that up a little bit. Scale it down a bit more, I reckon. Have chat at 105. Oh, 5. You're diving what for? Tongue first. You've never heard the phrase diving tongue first? You know, diving tongue first into the chocolate starfish? You've never heard that phrase? Clearly Crocky isn't a cold-blooded, greasy gamer like I am. Alright, I'm gonna start the recording again in a sec. OBS, bag of ass. Okay? OBS, trash. Okay? Not good. Also, I want the chat to be a bit thinner. I'm gonna bring the right in a little bit. Watch this. We transforming the chat. Fortnite revolver quotes. True. You're kidding, my mum's... Oh, my... Hold on a sec. My mother is calling me. I'll be right back. I'm back. I'm bring it in 40. Maybe bring it in 30 pixels. There we go. I want the chat to be a bit, you know, thinner. I don't want it to be so wide. There is no way you just made a Limp Bizkit reference in my chat, Crocky. Chocolate starfish and the hot dog flavored water. Yeah. Limp Bizkit is crazy. Limp Bizkit is a bag of shit. But it's they do have some good songs, okay. They do kind of have some goofy little bangers. Alright, we're going to start the recording again. Alright. We're back! OBS crashed. God damn it. Okay, look at this. Crocky finds this hilarious. Look at this. Bullshit, bro. Okay, OBS, pile of liquid ass. We don't like OBS. Well, we do like OBS. We like OBS a lot. I'm going to keep the thing open and to the side, just so I can make sure the chat's constantly updating, because I don't want it to get, fucked again. I've just opened Discord by accident, which is great. I love accidentally opening Discord. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I was talking about this song. This song is a surprisingly good opener to the album. Again, it has a lot of the alt-rock conventions. You can tell this is them figuring out their sound, you know, because it's their debut album. But honestly, I think this song is done surprisingly well. I think that it is enjoyable. I think it is surprisingly memorable. And I think it is, you know, just an all-around okay track. I'd give it a 7. I'd give it a solid 7. Okay, we're going to be keeping track of the scores in chat. Track 1, 7. Okay, next track. You've all heard it. Everybody on the planet has heard this next song. Next song, Creep. I don't want you to see what podcast I'm listening to, bro. There we go. When you were here before, couldn't look you in the eye. You're just like an angel. Your skin makes me cry. Float like a feather in a beautiful world. Listen, I know this song's a giant meme and stuff, and it's especially among Radiohead fans, but honestly, I think this song is, like, honestly incredible. I think that it is, like, one of the most refreshing rock songs I've ever heard. It is genuinely, like, I love the way it sounds. I think that Thom Yorke sings beautifully on this song. As much as the lyrics are like incel anthem crap, I think that it's very well written, and I also think that this guitar riff is like one of the most iconic guitar riffs ever. Honestly, this song slaps. Okay. I wish I was special. You're so fucking special. But I'm a creep. Ooh. I'm a widow. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. Chat's stuck again. Oh no, fix chat. There we go. Shouldn't be stuck anymore. Let me check OBS. Yeah, there we go. Chat shouldn't be stuck anymore. Okay, the song, honestly, as I said, it's very good. Okay, these random, like, the reason the guitars are so loud on this chorus, every Radiohead fan knows this, but I'm going to say it for the people who don't know. Jonny Greenwood actually wanted to sabotage this song so it didn't get put on the album because he hated it that much. So he just added random blasts of guitar noise and stuff and made the chorus way too overblown. But honestly, I think he improved the song by doing that, because I think this very over-dramatic, very, like, huge bombastic sound adds to the song a lot. I think it really, like, because this is a song about feeling, like an outsider and feeling strange, this feels like an emotional outburst, I guess. So, honestly, Jonny Greenwood, in an attempt to fuck the song up, improved it, okay? That part sounds pretty incredible, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, damn. The song is like better than I remember it being. Like, this whole part, it like, it's very good. The high pitched singing, the tremolo is. I think that's what that type of playing is called. The tremolo on the guitar when you're playing like super fast. I don't know. It sounds very good, and that drum fill that comes right before he like shouts "run," it's so good. The song's pretty great, honestly. It I think transcends the whole rest of this album to a degree that's like hilarious because this song wasn't even meant to exist. This was the band doing a practice session. This song was not meant to land on the album. They just happened to be recording while the band was practicing, and it just ended up being on the album, which is crazy to me.
Whatever you want, you're so fucking special. I wish I was special, but I'm a creep.
Funny that the most popular song in the album was "Sabotaged" by the guitarist. It was he tried to ruin it, but he ended up improving it. Okay. Johnny Greenwood's that good that he tried to ruin the song and made it better. Honestly, song is a 10. Honestly, I know it's like goofy to give this song of all songs a 10, but genuinely I think that like as a full package experience, like as an entire track, I think that it is genuinely, like, memes aside, just super enjoyable. I think it's extremely well written. I love the sabotage from Johnny Greenwood, where he just added random bursts of guitar noise, making it sound like an emotional outburst. And Tom York's vocal performance on here is surprisingly really incredible. This song is a 10, okay? I know it's goofy giving this song a 10, but I think it is really that enjoyable, memes aside. GG indeed. Alright, now we move on to the mid. What's the next song? How Do You? Why are the vocals so buried? I could barely hear a word this man's saying. The vocals are so, like, buried deep in the mix there, and the mix isn't even that large. Like, there's not much going on. And this vocal performance also is really, really weird. Yeah. Okay, this chorus sounds a bit better. Yeah, the mixing on these vocals is so trash. The hell is this? A goofy ass instrumental outro here. Okay, yeah. Now I'm starting to see why I stopped listening to this album halfway through. That song was that was 2 minutes of the goofiest Radiohead song I've ever heard. The vocals were so buried that I could barely hear what he was saying. I wouldn't know anything he said if the lyrics weren't in front of me right now. And the vocal performance was so weird, which I think that, like, which is weird for me to say, because Tom York, one of his strengths is giving very weird but very passionate, emotional vocal performances that resonate because of how good a performance he puts across. But here it just seems so, I don't know, there's just something off about his vocals, and the instrumental too is just so bland. It feels like just 90s alt rock album. This honestly could be an Oasis song. I'm feeling a 3.5 out of 10 on this track. Okay, I feel like this is where we're gonna start to be in for a bit of a rough ride here. This that song was not it, but maybe the next track will be a bit better. Oh god. Next song, Stop Whispering. 5.5 minutes. Okay. Okay. Okay, the main problem here is that is with the vocal performance is that I can see you can tell that he's like trying to put across a good vocal performance here, but it's just not working. With the previous track, it feels like he was trying to do this weird thing, but here he's just like singing in his normal voice, and for some reason it just doesn't sound good. I don't know what happened between this album and the Bends, but like his singing was pretty good on the Bends, but here it just does not work at all. Oh god. Most like bland instrumental ever as well. Dear god. Wow. No, no, this doesn't work. No, that transition into the chorus is so awkward. Yeah, you can tell that they were just like, they had a verse and they had a chorus, but they didn't know how to bridge it together, so they were just like, yeah, we'll just like, we'll just slap them together and see if it works, and it doesn't. Yeah, there is nothing in these lyrics that I'm pulling anything out of. Like, I hear the mother say, we spit on your son some more. The buildings say, we spit on your face some more. The feeling is that there's something wrong. I can't find the words. I can't find these songs. Like, yeah. This is just words being thrown into the song. There's nothing. There's nothing that resonates here. There's nothing that clicks. This song is mid. 3.5 more minutes of this song. That riff sucks. Such an unnecessary pause there. What's the point of that? Chat stuck again? No, it's not stuck. It's just no one's typing. What the hell is this instrument? What is this? Okay. This bar sounds better. Yeah, I don't know why your message got removed, Fraser. That's a pretty funny comment though. It's true. Okay, this intro is actually working a lot better. Even if I still find the vocals to be very whatever. Oh my god, no, these vocals. Hello Courtney Wally, how's it going? Unnecessarily long outro. Okay. Let's give my thoughts on that song, and I'm going to start with the positives, and it's that there is a good song underneath this. There are moments when I can see the idea, when I can see the passion, when I can see the creativity flowing, but those moments are then squandered by moments of generic alt-rock conventions, lackluster vocal performances, and mid-ass guitar riffs. That song had moments that I enjoyed, but for the most part, it was mid. I am feeling like a 3 on that track. It's just not great. You got punched 3 times today? That is not good. That is not good. I hope you're doing okay. Right, next track. Thinking About You. Most generic title ever. Hold on, this is the exact guitar riff from the acoustic cover of Creep. Hold on a sec. Let me get this up. Okay, never mind. No, it is different. It is different. I'm just an idiot. I'm just an idiot. Sounds very similar to Creep though, like off the bat. The lyrics up.
Been thinking about you, your red coats are here, your eyes on my wall, your teeth are over there, but I'm still.
Man, that's rough, Courtney. I hope you're doing okay.
What do you care? Been thinking about you, and there's no rest. Should I still love you, still see you in bed, but I'm playing with myself. What do you care when the other men are far, far better? All the things
There's something going on with it. This line here. Honestly, this is kind of a promising start to this song. The acoustic approach does work a lot better here, and I think that this subdued vocal performance is kind of working a lot better than the very odd, more like trying to be weird vocal performances he was putting across before. It doesn't sound great, honestly. My score for the first minute of this track is a 5, okay? It's indifference.
got, all the things you need. You bought your cigarettes, you bribed the company to come and see you, honey. I've been thinking about you, so how can you see?
Never mind. This sounds so generic.
That pay to kiss your feet, they don't know what I know, and why should you care when I'm not there?
Oh my god. Oh, it's building up. Never mind. God, I thought something interesting was gonna happen there. I thought the song was gonna build up and do something different, but then it was just clickbait. It just went nowhere.
I still love you, still see you in bed, but I'm playing with myself. Why do you care when I'm not there? All the things you got, that you'll never need.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I plan and I bleed to please you.
Wow, most melodramatic way to close the song ever. Honestly, that song was mid as hell. That, like... What's going on with this album? The first song was solid. Creep was incredible. and then it just instantly nosedives. I don't get it. Like, there's interesting. Let me get some positives out of the way. There's interesting ideas. There's interesting moments. There's moments where I can see where they wanted to take this, and moments where I can see where this could work, but the execution is just so sloppy. Which is disappointing to say, because Radiohead are a band where the execution is normally top notch. They normally are able to create such powerful emotional experiences and such rich, like, sonic soundscapes. And right here, they're just doing the most bland, boring thing possible, and it's making for such an unmemorable, boring listen. I'm feeling like another 3 out of 10 on track 5 here. One thing I will give it is the album's kind of flying by. Like, we're already on track 5, which means we're already nearly halfway through the album. That's one thing I will give it. Alright, let's see what's the next song here. Next track, Anyone Can Play Guitar. I kind of remember this one a little bit. As this goofy ass intro. I can't play guitar, neither can I. Ooh. Actually promising intro. I have an idea. Hold on a sec. God damn it, man. Sorry about that, guys. So whenever I'm doing stuff, bro. Right, let's continue. Ooh. It's a very, very strong intro, I will say. I honestly think I might even like this more than you. More than the opening track, you. God damn it. I like this more than the opening track, honestly. I think this is a very, very interesting, very smooth, well produced, well sung as well. I'm loving the vocal performance here. It's just like, this is a solid ass track. This is what I've been missing. I don't like Radiohead. Well, I don't like you. How about that? I'm joking, I'm joking. Okay. Yeah, the chorus sounds a little generic, but honestly, I think it it isn't as annoying here as it is on the other songs, as I think there is actually much more passion and there's much more life to this track, and I can see the vision a lot clearer, and you can tell it's like much closer to being executed the way you can tell the band wants it to be than it is on previous tracks. So honestly, despite the fact that I don't love it, I think this is a solid ass track. Jim Morrison. Jim Morrison. Wait, is Jim Morrison's the guy from what's it called, right? The Doors. Yes. I was gonna say Pink Floyd, but you know. Jim Morrison is the guy from The Doors. Singer, yes. Ooh. I'm really loving the vocal performance on this one, dude. You're predicting a 7? Yeah, the chorus is a little generic, but I think it sounds nice. Ooh, loving this halftime. Nah, fade outs, whatever, but you know, nah, it's a fade out. I don't like fade outs. Hey, that's better. Okay, this is what I've been missing from this album. This is what I wanted. I knew I wasn't gonna anything. Wasn't gonna really get much I would love, but I just wanted something solid, memorable, and decently enjoyable. Sure, this track's a little generic. Sure, I can compare it to hundreds of other songs, but I think the vocal performance is great. I think the mix is much better on this track, and the band feels so much more lively here. Like, there's so much more personality. And for that reason, I'm giving it a 7.5. Look at that. Like, what is it? Like, halfway through the album, finally getting some good song. Well, I guess the first two tracks are good. But that 3-4 track stretch of just pure mid was like, yeah. You guys kind of right. You were 0.5 off. I'll give you the point there. Next track, Ripcord. Right, I have to go grab my food. I will be right back, okay? Don't go anywhere, okay? We can have some chair cam for like a minute. Hold on, I've not got much room here. Let me get these earphones back in. Imagine being Fraser and leaving. Imagine. Imagine. I got a goddamn pizza, bro. This is gonna be fire. Anyway, let's continue. You was joking? Damn. Okay, let's start with the positives so far. The energy of the band is there, and I'm definitely like feeling that they're much more invested in this song than on previous ones. Negatives, everything else. Sounds so just cookie cutter, copy and paste 90s alt rock. Thom Yorke again is putting across a weak vocal performance. And the lyrics, there's not only like nothing to follow along with here, I think the lyrics are like straight up bad here. I think this is terribly written. So yeah, this is not a promising start to this track. What? One thing I will give this track is that the mixing of the drums is pretty good. I love the way the drums sound. Everything else is just... Oh, wow, the track's still playing? That's crazy. Yeah. We're back in the nosedive section of the album. You know, anyone can play guitar. Fun. Nothing unique, but fun. This song is nothing unique, and it's not fun. Lyrics make no sense? Yup. Lyrics are trash. Hey, at least I got some pizza to cope. Don't have pizza? Unlucky. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus Christ. Most generic, like, surf rock drum beat ever. Most, like, this outro is way too long. It does not need to be this long. Look at that, holding it out on the freaking guitar chord. Like they've done on every single song so far. They're back on their mid crap. They're back on the mid. And what the hell can I say about this song that I haven't said about the previous ones? It's boring, there's nothing unique here, there's nothing fun, there is nothing memorable. This is Radiohead throwing spaghetti at the wall when it hasn't been fully cooked yet, so it isn't sticking. This song is a 3 out of 10. Mid. Boring. Don't even care. Next song. Vegetable.
I never wanted anything but this. I worked hard, tried hard. I ran around in domestic bliss. I fought hard, died hard. Every time you're running out of
Okay.
every time you're running,
Hey. This song, it's just, It's better than it getting... It's better than the previous tracks because here, it's more like they're not doing anything terribly. They're just sort of like... It feels like they're just covering a song and it's like a decent cover band, I guess. When you're like at a restaurant or something, they got a cover band playing. It's fine. This is like the most middle of the road, like I just don't care, indifferent track we've seen on the album so far.
I never wanted any broken bones.
Okay.
Scarred face, no home.
I want to take a moment to talk about how bland the sound palette of this album is. Oh my god, every song sounds the same. Same guitar tones, same chords, same vocal delivery. Everything is cookie cutter, copy and paste from the previous track. There's nothing unique track to track here, and while I don't actively dislike it on this song, it's providing nothing unique, and it makes my job so difficult here, as I have absolutely nothing that I can comment on, because every complaint I have about the previous track, I have about this track, only not as bad, because this track is just whatever.
Your words surround me and asphyxiate. And I burn all hate. Every time you're running out of me.
Decent chorus.
Every time you're running, I can see I'm not vegetable. I will not control myself.
Ooh. Oh wait, hold on, this part actually sounds kind of nice. It's actually kind of smooth. This part actually sounds more unique. This time you gonna pay? Wow. One thing I will give this track, despite my shortcomings with the very bland sound of it, is I think it's more well written than the previous songs. I'm actually enjoying the lyrics a lot more here. While there's not really much I can pull from it, you can tell there's genuine passion behind these lyrics, and it's much more of an emotional exhale than any of the previous tracks are, with just the filler copy and paste lyrics. So I will give this song that it is more well written than the previous tracks. Nice little guitar solo there. Yeah. Vocal performance here is a little whatever. But that's it. Most abrupt ending ever. Hold on, let me rewind this a bit. Hold on. Most abrupt ending I've ever heard. Okay. Listen. That song got a lot better as it went along. It started out sounding the exact same as all of the previous tracks. It started out with me having all of the same complaints. And it started out with me being like just so whatever with this track and ready to just be done with it. But honestly, as it went along, I started to feel the passion. I started to see the idea of the track, and I started to honestly fall into it a little bit. I would give... I can't give it anything more than a 6. Because, like, I did have so many problems with it. But honestly, it's one of the better songs on here, and it's one of the more enjoyable. And it's one that I honestly wouldn't mind if I heard it in, like, the background or something. So yeah, track 8 gets a 6. Not bad at all. Next song. Prove Yourself.
Can't afford to breathe in this town. Nowhere to sit without a gun in my hand. Look back up to the cathode ray.
The hell is this intro? It's like such a weird place for this song to start. It feels like it's like a it feels like it started in a slowdown bit in like the middle of a different song. It's such an odd place to begin. Wow, profound. Alright. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, God. That is a rough vocal performance there. Jesus Christ. These lyrics are terrible as well. Ooh. Liking this instrumental though. Ooh. Something actually interesting? No way. Okay, this track actually picked up. Hey. This song, just like the last one, picked up. Like, as it went along, it got progressively better. It started out sounding like the worst song on the album so far, sounding absolutely awful with that weird-ass vocal performance and such a strange place to start in the song. But then the band actually picked up, started putting in their all, and Thom Yorke delivered a better vocal performance. Honestly, track 9, you can get a 6.5. Again, it's not a 7. I still have way too many problems with it to give it a 7. But it can get a 6.5. Okay? Not bad. Track, I guess you could say it really proved itself, huh? Yeah? Moving on. Next track. I Can't. What, you can't make a good song? Okay.
Please forget the words that I just blurted out. It wasn't me, it was a stranger creeping down.
Again, with this vocal mixing, the vocals are so goddamn quiet, and I don't know why. He's just so buried in the mix. I don't know why. That should make his vocals a bit louder. Don't make the instrumental take over so much.
It keeps rattling my cage. There's nothing in this world will keep it down.
I do like this melody though. Hello, vocals, are you there? Is Tom York on this track? That was this. The chorus had such a great melody going. It just sucks that I couldn't hear it half the time because the vocals just aren't even present in the mix. There were points where I couldn't even hear him because he was that buried. Okay, I'm eating more copium pizza. Hello, Aunt Abby. How's it going? No, okay, see you later, Aunt Abby. He did. Bring the lyrics to the front of the mix. Oh, I just... Right, reaching about the halfway point of the song here. Listen. This song is the best example of this album's biggest flaw. It is good ideas, sometimes pretty good writing, pretty good vocal performance, with terrible execution. This is good idea, awful execution. Vocals so buried. I cannot hear a word that Tom York is saying. Lyrics decently well written, but I can't hear them. The riffs, they sound decent. They are generic. They are not original. This sounds like a generic alt rock track, but the riffs are decent. That is this album's biggest problem. Is that it is good ideas done in the most generic, lackluster way possible. And that is its biggest flaw. Song's also way too long. This thing should be 2.5 minutes. 4 minutes is too long for this track. We're not doing song requests today, we're just listening to an album. Alright, here comes the minute-long instrumental outro. No. Sounds like ass. Okay. Ooh. That actually sounds kind of great. Oh my god. Yeah, this bit kind of reminds me of the Bends. Nice outro. That song was 9/10 mid as hell, and 1/10 pretty great. Honestly, that was a pretty great outro. But that being said, the song's a 3 out of 10. Yeah. This song, worst vocal production on the entire album. Just most boring sound palette on the entire album. Like, legit, it's like someone just told AI, make a 90s alt rock song, and then it shoved this out into the stratosphere. Again, moments where I can see the clarity, moments where I can see the idea. That's not enough. Song's mid. Next track, Lurgy. How's it going? Wake Up and Talk Money. You've come midway through listening to an album. I'm a sub twice, I got 2 channels. See, you read the description, okay? 200 subs by the end of the year is happening. Okay. Ooh. Hey, the slow approach here, the really gorgeous singing, those guitars, the guitar tone of this album works very, very well here. Honestly, this track's off to a very promising start. Just my second. Oh my god. Ooh, great vocal performance on this one. Went from a Fortnite streamer talking about history's morals to listening to Slipknot. Firstly, okay, we ain't listening to Slipknot right now. It's Radiohead. Secondly, it's facts. We are a variety channel. We do gaming. We do music. We're going to be doing movies soon, okay? We be not making movies. We're going to be talking about movies. Okay? We keep the content inconsistent, okay? We keep changing it, okay? Movies. I like that, yeah. I don't like doing gaming content, honestly. Well, I do like it. It's just I much prefer reviewing stuff. Gaming content is fun, and it's what I do mostly, but I much prefer doing review content. What type of movies? Anything I watch, basically. I want to do a video counting down my top 10 movies of all time soon. That's what I'm going to start off with. Only OGs here before we blow up. Hey, if I blow up at any point, I will remember you. Okay. I'm gonna review Up. I'll review Up. Okay, you see, okay, before we blow up in the future, when this video gets 10 million views or something, see all these people? See all these people? I don't even know if I'm pointing the right way. See all these people in chat? These are the real OGs right here. These are the GOATs, okay? The true patriots right here. Review Flash? I could review Flash. I've not watched it. I could review it. It ain't being famous. Yeah, I'm not. I'm not gonna be famous. There is not a chance in hell. You know what? I was talking throughout that track. I was reading chat. I was interacting with you guys. But honestly, from when I was paying attention, I think that song was very good. I think that it is a very likable, like honestly, at points really gorgeous little piece on this album with some great vocal performance from Tom, some great use of the very generic guitar tone on the album, and some lyrics that I was actually able to follow along with. That honestly, they kind of clicked. I am feeling a 7.5 on that song. We're on to the last track. Gaming streams are the streams that are easiest to do with little to no effort and the most accessible to people that it's incorporated in the PlayStation system. Yep. Absolutely. Sick Dracula movie that's coming out. Yeah, I saw that. It's the one on the boat, isn't it? Song is chill? Yeah. This, honestly, is one of the standouts. Let's move on. We got the final song up next. I don't know. I forget what it's called. Last track, Blowout. This sounds exactly like Knives Out. Hold on. I need to show you guys Knives Out. That song's so good. Okay, it's going to make me... I can just get it on here, actually. Where is it? It sounds exactly like Knives Out. Fortnite stream is fine, but Minecraft thumbs down. Oh, this song's so good. Listen, I wish I was listening to that song right now, but I'm not. Okay, we gotta go back to listen to Blowout. Okay, it sounds exactly like that though. The movie? No, I don't mean the movie. No, I mean the song. And Apex? Apex is fine. I'm not the biggest fan of Apex. Ooh. What the hell happened? Why did this album just like pick the hell up with the final two tracks? Oh my god, this sounds incredible. Ooh. Sounds like a mix of the Bends and Amnesiac. Which honestly, Amnesiac is not in my top Radiohead albums, nor is the Bends. But honestly, it's a combination that's working surprisingly well. It sounds like if Knives Out was like made in the Bends era. Ooh. Yeah, JC, I agree. Minecraft's kind of fun to stream though. I do like streaming Minecraft. The Bens. I'm a Ben. Yeah. That's what they should have named the album. Should have named it after you. Okay, that's kind of rough. No, wait, hold on. Ooh. What's going on with my hair, man? Oh my god. Ooh. You hear how well the vocals are mixed here? They're so audible. They sound so incredible. Thom Yorke is giving a hell of a vocal performance. Loving these backing vocals here as well. Where was this on any of the other songs that I gave a score below a 5? Where was this? This sounds incredible. And also the band are just so much more present on this song than they have been on the vast majority of tracks on this album. I don't know what happened, but they clearly just like picked it up for the closer. This sounds incredible. Sounds great, honestly. That's definitely Johnny Greenwood doing that. That sounds so... Oh my god. I don't know what the hell happened, but those guitars, they sound so good. One of my main complaints has been how like the guitars sound the exact same on every track. Then all of a sudden on here, they're just incorporating all of these unique sounds and really interesting production elements with the guitars. The way they're like, it's 2 tracks panned to the very back of the mix, so much reverb on them. It sounds so good. Ooh. Outro could be a little shorter though. That's like my main complaint here. 7 or 8. Honestly, it's a very strong closer. That song, alright, I'm going to talk about the song first and I'll give my review of the album. That song, it's like the band just decided to get good in the back half of this album. That song was incredible, dude. So well mixed. The vocals were so incredible. The guitars, they sounded actually like different. They actually used different guitar techniques, and the production elements on the guitars was like, it was so interesting. They did something different, and the lyrics, honestly, they're not insanely well written, but I think the lyrics here were pretty strong. I am feeling on track 12. I'm feeling an 8.5. Very strong closer. Very strong closer, okay? I'm going to add up my score, then I'm going to tell you what the album... yeah, I'm just going to add up the score, then I'm going to tell you it. We've got to do some maths here. Okay. 7 plus 10 plus 3.5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 7... Oh, no, that's a 4. 7.5 plus 3 plus 6 plus 6.5 plus 3 plus 7.5 plus 8.5 divided by 12. That sounds about right. I am feeling a 5.7 on this album. I'm purely indifferent on it. There's some tracks that are great, there's some tracks that are okay, and there are lots of other tracks that suck. This is Radiohead. This is Radiohead at the beginning of their career, not knowing what to do, without Nigel Godrich as the producer, and they made something that was boring, forgettable, and an album that I don't think I'm ever going to return to in full. There are songs on here that are great: Blowout, Lurgy, Creep, You, Anyone Can Play Guitar. There are songs on here that I think are good, but the album as a whole package is just so whatever. Yeah, 5.7 sounds about right. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching this video. Stream viewers, don't go anywhere. We're going to be continuing. I'm just finishing the recording here. Like, subscribe, 200 subs by the end of the year. Okay, it's happening. We will be continuing this series with the Bends next, and I will see you all whenever I record that. Goodbye. Alright. But the stream continues. The stream continues. Okay. Hold on. I quickly want to convert that video. I need to convert 2 different videos here. I need to drag both of these into here. Turn those into MP4s so that I can edit them. Chat, what were your thoughts on the album? What's our verdict? Mid? I don't blame you. Should we do an editing stream? Why are my messages getting deleted? I don't know. I might do an editing stream, honestly. I'm feeling like editing that video already. You know? Not really a big Radiohead fan anyway. Very few songs. Alright, IMO. Damn. They'd be roasting my favorite band. Let me drag these 2 files into here. It's not responding. Why is it not responding? Import the files, please. There we go. Huge, right. Let me quickly switch it. Do I have to stream? No, we're doing an editing stream. I can't be asked to talk about music right now. There we go. Here we are, Adobe Premiere Pro. What is this? Ooh, why is it doing this? I don't want this. Hold on, we're gonna add scene. Existing Spotify because it's just gonna show. Here we are. Adobe Premiere Pro. I am actually going to move my face cam so I'm in the top left. Let me just make sure like everything works on this. We back. Okay. We in this. Oh wait, I think I imported the wrong file here. Did I? The previous stream broke. It don't matter. I imported the wrong file. God damn it, man. Hold on. Let me pull the... Let me bring the chat up. Boring stream now? No. Stream W. I imported the wrong file. Which means I also remuxed the wrong file. And I don't know what the right one is. I'm guessing it's this one. Oh no, the 9-minute one would be the right one. I need to quickly remux this file. And then I can drag it into OBS and then it'll be good. Try to drag it into Adobe. No, obviously move the file out of the way, move this to here, move that down to there. There we go, let me get the chat back up. Banana. Why banana? We should go straight to editing. We should go straight to editing. Alright, let's see. Loving this, it's not at the start. Recording has begun. Wait, hold on, I'm confused. Right, hold on, go back to the start. You go to the beginning. You attach to this. Recording has begun. Cut the burp. Hold on, I'm gonna shut my window first so people can't hear me talking outside. Hold on. Look what I'm wearing, bro. That's disgraceful. I have to like. What's all this? Mark in, mark out. Go to. Lift, extract. Cat. Alright, we're not getting the cat in here. That's effort. Wait, has the chat froze? Can you not? No, it hasn't. Why not? I'm hoping the chat doesn't freeze. That wouldn't be very good. Anyway, time for intro. Why can't you see the video? I'm confused. Maybe the editing stream might have to be called off. So why isn't this like the entire screen? Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, it's looking like we're not going to be able to do editing stream. This is tragic. Which means the music stream will continue as normal. Don't type yes. Don't type yes in my chat, okay? Let's go on album of the year. See what's going on album of the year. New Hosier album. Saw the vid at the end. No, I can't be bothered with it now. I'll do it in a bit. This Hosier album's getting pretty good reviews. 83 critic, 79 user. To react to the chats, the backup act. Wait, hold on. You should react to the chats, the backup act of the concert. They're actually so goofy. The chats. The chats. Oh, this. Oh no, I know what this is.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I hate this song. True, this was used in a Laserbeam video.
So let me set the scene. It's 2 in the afternoon and 34 degrees. The Queensland harsh summer heat had me sweating buckets up and down my street. As there I spied the bloke, perched atop of his milk crate throne. He eyed me off as I approached, and then he said, I'm on smoko, so leave me alone, I'm on smoko. So
Yeah, that's enough of that. That sucks. Right. My headphones are tangled, bro. What's going on? I'm going back on album of the year. I'm not listening to that. We could listen to the new Horrendous album, Ontological Mysterium. We can agree we're not going to see the backup acts. Oh my god. Yeah, this is a 37-minute Horrendous album that recently came out. I've never listened to Horrendous before. It's got pretty good reviews on Album of the Year. Nine songs, 37 minutes. I might give this a go. Maybe. Do we listen to this? Or do I keep searching? I'm going to keep searching first. No one has played 6 of the songs. The songs have been played. That's just what it looks like when a song has like not a lot of streams. You can't see the number. Songs probably have like less than like 1,000 streams, which makes me kind of intrigued. You know, let's give this ontological mysterium a go. Track 1, The Blaze. But there's no lyrics on screen, so I'm going to switch to scene A. Where I don't have my chat up. Hold on a sec, I gotta fix the freaking chat again. It needs to be more. 200, 300, 290, and 285. There you go. Oh well, the chat's all like that. What's going on here? Like, the thing's like messed up on part of it. That fix it? Yeah, that did. Right. True, true. Right, let's run this track back from the start. Let's see. What's going on the profile pictures? What do you mean? That should fix it. Yeah, that fixed it. You know what? I got a better idea. We're gonna scrap the album. That's right. We're switching it up. We're doing something different. We're gonna go to the Needle Drop YouTube channel. We're gonna see what albums he likes. You know what, actually? You know what I do feel like doing? I kind of feel like recording another video. You know what, that's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna film, I'm gonna completely spoil my Radiohead ranking. We're gonna do Radiohead tier list. We're gonna make... Well, we're not gonna make, we're gonna... Why is the scene, like, so small on this? The window is, like, small. We're gonna have to cut off a little bit of it, I guess. That's right, we're doing it. I just realized these ads are gonna dox me. Because Google likes putting ads that say exactly where you live. I'm gonna zoom. I'm gonna zoom in. How do I put it on dark mode? Is this not have a dark mode? Right, I'm gonna start filming. Oh, I was gonna start recording. Nope, it clearly didn't click on that. Face cam up here. We can have... We need to add the chat. Again, it's not... Why does it look like that? We're gonna edit the chat. Transform. Nope, didn't click that. Really love when OBS works, you know? Could even do 265. Yeah. Right, top. We gotta do like 200 or something. Oh no, 160. 200. 230. And then bottom, we gotta do, what, like 120. Perfect. Close, we're gonna move this. Why does the chat have to be such like a massive thing? I hate that you can't just scale things left and right. It has to scale diagonally with OBS. It's so trash. What is going on? It's so buggy. on a sec. Make myself a bit smaller. How does this look? Cool. Chat ain't updating, I can fix that. There you go. Well, I gotta reorder them so that they're... There we go, now they're in order. Right. I also want to rename these tiers. And you know what? Perfect. Near perfect. Great. Good. Meh. Right, we're just gonna get started. I'm gonna start recording now. What's up, YouTube? Alright. Radiohead. You already know they're my favorite band. You already know I love talking about Radiohead. We're doing the Radiohead tier list, okay? We got all 9 studio albums from Pablo Honey all the way up to A Moon-Shaped Pool. And we got, what, 5 tiers we can put on? We got perfect, near perfect, great, good, meh. The reason it only goes down to meh is because they don't really have any outright bad albums. So I decided to just not have any below meh. We're going to be going in chronological order. So oldest album first, newest album last. And this is going to be a completely subjective list. This is not like what I think is the best. It's what is my favorite, where do I personally land on things, and I'm also going to be giving you my ratings on like all of the albums themselves as I'm talking about them. I'm going to give you like a numerical score as well. So let's just get started. Album number 1. Okay, so we got Pablo Honey here. Pablo Honey is the band's first album. And honestly, meh. It's not that great. This album is such a mixed bag of some really good songs and some songs that aren't so good. Like, this album has like really great tracks like The Opener You, Creep, Anyone Can Play Guitar, and then it has songs like, what, Stop Whispering, I guess. I remember that song being pretty mid. Like, it's just such a mixed bag. But the biggest flaw is the fact that it has such terrible execution of such great ideas. Like, there's some really cool ideas that this album has, but they're just executed in the most generic, boring, lifeless way possible. And for that reason, it goes on the meh tier. And my score for the album, as I said in my review of it, is a 5.7. Moving on. The Bends. The band's second album. This was if this album didn't establish Radiohead as one of like the most important bands ever, the Bends did. Okay, this album was insane. So many big songs on this album, like Fake Plastic Trees and High and Dry and Planet Telex and Street Spirit. I also think this is just an improvement completely over Pablo Honey. It takes all of the stuff they were doing on Pablo Honey and just improves it entirely. And it also strays away from grunge and alt rock and has more of like a Britpop sound on this one. So like, which is strange for me to say because I normally really don't like Britpop. You know, especially bands like Oasis, which I think are terrible. But honestly, this album is like an Oasis album, but actually good. Like, great production, great singing, incredible like sonic palette that this album has. So many great ideas with incredible execution. Honestly, this like, it's like they listened to an Oasis album, they were like, yeah, this sucks, we're gonna like make a good version of this. And honestly, for that reason, I'm gonna put it on the great tier. If I had to give the album a score, I'd say it's like an 8 to an 8.5. It's not bad. Alright, moving on. Actually, no, not moving on yet. Hold on. We're just going to cut this out of the video. The main thing that stops it from going up to near perfect and perfect is just the fact that I think there are a few songs on here that aren't all that great, namely Sulk and Black Star. Those two songs are just kind of whatever, and I don't really care about them all that much. And the album has some pacing issues here and there. Some songs are a little too long, some songs are a little too short. But besides that, it's pretty great. 8.5 out of 10. Moving on. Okay, up next, we got OK Computer. Now, I'm going to start off with my rating. Perfect. Yeah, this is the best album ever made, in my opinion. This is my favorite album. This is just such a watertight 12-track experience. Like, there's no bad songs. There's no moments where I'm out of the experience. There's no like filler on the album. It is just front to back, incredible, unique, incredibly produced, so well written, conceptual. This thing is perfection. It is perfection. Okay, every time I listen to this album, I pull something new out of it, and I've listened to this thing upwards of like 100 times. I think it is hands down my favorite album ever made, and it absolutely belongs on the perfect tier, honestly. Like, everything on this album is a 10. Even something like Fitter Happier, which is just a goofy little interlude, is a 10. Because this album is just that good, okay? It's that different. It's like a time capsule for all the best music of the 90s. Like, just put onto one album. It is really incredible. So yeah, it belongs on the perfect tier. The album's a 10, obviously, because it's unperfect. Moving on. Kid A. Now, Kid A. There's two types of Radiohead fans. There's an OK Computer person, and there's a Kid A person. I am obviously an OK Computer person, but Kid A, it's near perfect, honestly. This album is like the wildest left turn any band has ever taken. Like it like where the first three albums were definitely like different shades of alt rock. This album completely removes that and goes like completely hard left into a completely different direction. It goes full electronic rock with an emphasis on electronic. There's hardly any rock songs on this album, with the only ones really being How to Disappear Completely and Optimistic. Besides that, this album is like IDM, electronica, ambient. It's just a blend of so many different types of electronic music, and it does them all so well to the point where like I want to put it on perfect, but I can't because it still has a few pacing issues, and I don't think every track is perfect. Like there's some I definitely prefer over others. However, this album is like still incredible, and I'd give it a 9 to a 9.5 out of 10. Moving on. Amnesiac. Amnesiac is an interesting album because, as most of you already know, it was recorded in the same sessions as Kid A. So both of these albums were recorded at the exact same time and released a year apart. However, I feel like Amnesiac is just a worse version of Kid A. This album isn't as interesting, it's nowhere near as consistent, conceptual, and I don't think every track works all that well. However, it still does have some of the band's like best material on it, songs like Knives Out and Dollars and Cents and Life in a Glass House and some tracks like that, and even some songs that I think are a little like underrated, like Packed Like Sardines in a Crushed Tin Box and stuff like that. Honestly, this album to me is good but not great. I just wish it was a little more consistent, and I wish they cut out a lot of the filler that like was spread out across the track listing. But it's definitely worth a listen for all of the amazing songs that are on here. I'd give it like a 7 out of 10. Moving on. Hail to the Thief. Okay. This album, this is a very interesting album, okay? Because this one was recorded in just 2 weeks, okay? 14 days exactly. They recorded one song a day, and they honestly just rushed it because it was the last song on their record label, and they just wanted to get off of it. And surprisingly, the album is still pretty good despite that. Some of the band's absolute best songs are on here, like A Wolf at the Door, 2 plus 2 equals 5, There, A Punch Up at a Wedding, songs like that are like honestly among the band's absolute best. But because it was rushed out, it also has some of their worst songs like The Gloaming and We Suck Young Blood and Backdrifts and stuff like that. Radiohead Dumb 2 plus 2 equals 4. True. Yeah, honestly, the main issue though is not the bad songs. The main issue is how bloated it is. This album is way too long. This thing could have been like half the length it was, but they just stuffed it with too many ideas. They didn't spend enough time cleaning it up and refining it, and because of that, it resulted in a very mixed bag, bloated mess of an album. However, it's still good because there are still so many incredible songs on here, and I think that the much more political tone that the band took on this one works in its favor a lot, especially with, again, songs like 2 plus 2 equals 5 and A Wolf at the Door. So honestly, I would put this on the good tier above Amnesiac because it's just a little more consistent than that album, but it doesn't get a much higher score. I'd give it like a 7.5 out of 10. Moving on. In Rainbows, album number 7. This is where the band were off of their record label. They could have quite easily just stopped making music after Hail to the Thief, but they didn't, because they came back 4 years later with In Rainbows. This album was a very unique one because it was their first album since Pablo Honey that wasn't produced by Nigel Godrich. This was actually self-produced by the band. And honestly, I think it sounds incredible, like surprisingly. Like even without the help of their normal producer who made OK Computer and Kid A and the band sound so good, like even without him they were able to create something that honestly is like just as incredible to OK Computer, and just as incredible as OK Computer in my opinion. This thing is a watertight 10 tracks. It's like a very short listen. It's something like 30 minutes or something. But it holds some of the band's best songs. Every song on here is perfect, whether you're talking about 15 Step, Reckoner, Jigsaw Falling Into Place, or my favourite Radiohead song, and my favourite song of all time, Weird Fishes. This album is just like, it's so explosive, it's so unique, it has so much variety, and honestly, thing's perfect. Okay, this album's a 10. I don't think it's not better than OK Computer. I still think OK Computer's the better album, but In Rainbows is just something so special and so unique, and an album that really shouldn't work, but it does so well. And it does so well in that it honestly, it's just like, I can't not give it a 10. It's so good. Moving on. Alright, The King of Limbs. Okay. Album number 8, 2011, The King of Limbs. Meh. Yeah, this sounds mid as hell. This is the band going full electronic, even more than Kid A. They abandoned all semblance of rock, and they just went full electronic, and they made a very barren, very lifeless, very forgettable album. I will say, the positives of this album is that this album holds 2 of the band's best songs, Codex and Lotus Flower. Those songs are both 10s. They are both, well, Lotus Flower is in my top 10 Radiohead songs. Codex is somewhere in my top 20. They are actually so good that it is insane that they landed on this album. Everything else is just like kind of boring, forgettable, whatever. Listen to the live album. The From the Basement sessions of this album are so much better than the actual album. Like they're actually so good. Like they exceed everything that this album does. Listen to the live version. And listen to the live version of In Rainbows too. It's very good. Moving on. Okay. The band's latest album, A Moon-Shaped Pool, released in 2016. Okay, it's been 7 years since they've released an album. I'm just going to start off with my rating. This thing is near perfect, and I think it's better than Kid A. This is the band's most low-key, most subtle, and most depressing album they've ever released. This thing is so slow, it's so soft. There is not a single explosive moment on the entire album, except technically on the song Full Stop, where it has that little bit at the end. But even then, that's not even like an explosive moment. It's just like the song speeding up a little bit. This thing, the reason this album was so sad was because of Thom Yorke's split from his wife and the death of Nigel Godrich's father. And those circumstances made them just make such a dark, soft, slow album. And I think they did it so close to perfect. The only reason it doesn't go in perfect for me is because of the song Tinker Tailor. And that song is just kind of whatever. But every other song on this album is perfect. Everything on this album is perfect. From the really like surprisingly like upbeat, almost like whimsical opener, Burn the Witch, or the heartbreaking, depressing piano ballad that closes the album, True Love Waits, to the krautrock influenced Full Stop, or the more desert rock stuff that they got going on Desert Island Disc. This album is just incredible, and I just wish they left Tinker Tailor on the album so that I could give off the album, so that I could give it a 10. But it's on the album, so I can't. Anyway, that is the Radiohead tier list. I'm now gonna go through ranking them worst to best. In last place, I'm gonna move that. In last place, we got Pablo Honey. This album sucks. Then we got The King of Limbs. Album's mid as hell. Then we have Amnesiac. It's good, it's fine, just way too inconsistent. We got Hail to the Thief. I think it exceeds Amnesiac a little bit, but it's way too bloated. Then, starting off the great tier, we have The Bends. Well, it's on its own in the great tier, actually. Honestly, this is the best follow-up to Pablo Honey possible. They improved on everything, they changed their sound up, and this album is great. At the bottom of the near perfect tier, we have Kid A, the biggest left turn in music history. It's electronic, it's icy, it's cold, and it is incredible. Above that, we have A Moon-Shaped Pool. This album is slow, quiet, soft, and depressing, and I think it is, honestly, it could go in perfect. Do I move it to perfect? I can't. Tinker Tailor's on there. I can't move it to perfect. Starting off the perfect here, we have In Rainbows. This is the band's brightest, most explosive, but also most consistent album. This thing is, there's so much variety. It has so many different ideas that it packs into one album, but it does it in a way that feels conceptual, consistent, and I think it is honestly perfect. But just slightly beating it out is my favorite album of all time, OK Computer. It is huge. It is incredible. It is like I've never heard an album that sounds like this. Honestly, it is so good, and I don't think anything's ever going to overtake it as my favorite album. So it goes at the top of the perfect tier. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know which other bands you'd like to see me tier list. Let me know what your thoughts on the Radiohead discography are. Make sure you like and subscribe. 200 subs by the end of the year. It's happening. And I will see you all in whatever the next video may be. I don't know. I'm filming this at least a few months before it comes out. Goodbye. That was terrible. Honestly, that was so bad. But hey, what are you going to do about it? I don't know what to do now. I've run out of ideas. What are we thinking? What should we do? Something that's music related. Honestly, I've been going for what? I'm going for 2 hours. I honestly might call it there. End stream is an idea. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, I've been going for 2 hours. I think I'm just going to leave it there. I might be back tomorrow. I don't know. I may do another music stream. May do a Minecraft stream. May do a Fortnite stream. I don't know. I might not even stream tomorrow. I'm not sure. But thank you all for watching. Like and subscribe. Do it or I'll kill you. And I will see you all whenever I next stream.